Good day, Gloria Brooks here, founder of Nature Glow's eScience. Today I wanted to talk about, is math education necessary? And when I talk about that, I talk about the traditional math education where kids are learning math in a certain order, in a certain incremental order, and then including higher maths, the typical trio of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, geometry. That's what I learned in middle and high school. I actually didn't go on to trigonometry, although now I would like to. I may do that someday. So my short answer is no. Math is found everywhere. We can't avoid it. And just our very bodies are made up of math patterns and nature's numbers, like the golden ratio and Fibonacci numbers. Our very DNA, the double helix, is made up of Fibonacci numbers. It's really awesome. And for those of you who aren't sure what Fibonacci numbers, it's a number series that is popularly found in the natural world, starting with 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. You just add the subsequent numbers to give you the next number. So the reason I say no is, again, math is found everywhere. And if you scroll down and grab my free unit study planner, my suggestion to you would be starting with your child's top learning curiosities, whatever it may be. You will find math in whatever they are curious in. And you can treat math like a treasure hunt. Math should be treated as something fun, like not ignored. I'm not saying ignore math, but make it fun. The way it's taught today, most kids dread it. You know, they fear it. There's math phobias. There's no other subject. Well, science and math, there's like huge phobias in our culture, in modern day education around it. And it's because, it's force fed. So rather than treating math as like fun games, like you can actually go online and find all kinds of free digital games to learn multiplication, addition. So, I mean, personally, I have a hard time letting go of, learning the basics. And I know that's huge in the homeschool community to at least learn the basics of maths. Your basic math facts, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. That does come in handy in real life. But then the higher maths, unless your kid, wants to go into nursing or engineering or computer science, if your kid is bucking algebra and geometry, there are ways around it. I would look up unschoolers and how they unschool the higher maths if your child really is resisting. But there is a program called Dragon Box where you can learn the higher maths using video games. And I'm a huge proponent of kids using video games. Computers are the adult tools, okay? And since, millennia, thousands of years ago, children have always wanted to play with the adult tools, okay? And instead of faulting them and, taking away computer time and whatnot, they just want to use the adult tools and master them. And they usually master them better than we do. Use that to your advantage, Let them play video games. Let them play Dragon Box to learn algebra, geometry, all of the maths actually can be learned through Dragon Box, or most of them. And your kid could be mastering, the basics of math within a few months instead of dragging it out over a painful 12-year period of education. Just like you could just learn it in a short amount of time and then do other things that they're more interested in or whatever. So, yeah, and I know people are afraid of the whole addiction to video games. And, yeah, there are people that get addicted to them. But we're not really talking about that right now. We're talking about, traditional math education? Is it necessary? Again, I say no. But the caveat here, I think it is necessary, and I think most of you would agree that learning the basics of math is pretty useful, pretty important for whatever job your child will get in the future. So, but make it all into games. You know, play games together. If you just cannot allow your kid to play video games, I know that there are folks out there like that. That's cool. You know, I respect your decision with that. I'm hoping that the camera here is not shadowing me. Okay, so here we go. But you can do hands-on games. You know, you can learn the basic math facts playing card games, board games. You can order them on eBay if you want to save money, or just make them as a family. That's what I did. I taught pre-algebra last year to middle schoolers. And, you know, the curriculum was the traditional drudge of going through pre-algebra, you know, starting from the beginning. And so we ended up making board games. And the kids made the most creative pre-algebra board games. It was really awesome. And then we put them on display for the whole school to play and look at them. All right, so those are some tips for you. Go ahead and scroll down, grab my free unit study. Talk to your child about what they want to learn. And from whatever it is that they want to learn, you can pull the math out like a treasure hunt. Treat math as a treasure hunt instead of a dreaded subject. Also, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, ask me anything. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're watching this from YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. Again, grab my free unit study planner, and I will see you next video.